At 99 years old, Dick Van Dyke doesn't just surprise people. He completely rewrites what we think aging looks like. He likes to joke about having some arthritis, but the truth is, he moves with a confidence and energy that men 30 years younger would envy. Every morning, he heads to the gym. After that, he swims. And if you ask him how long you need to exercise, he'll tell you the same thing every time. Even 10 minutes counts. Just keep going. Dick Van Dyke's life is one of the most extraordinary stories in American entertainment. Born on December 13, 1925, in West Plains, Missouri, he grew from a small-town kid into one of Hollywood's greatest performers. When he arrived on the scene, no one expected the combination of elegance, charm, humor, and flawless timing he brought. Then came the role that changed television forever, The Dick Van Dyke Show. It didn't just entertain people, it shaped modern comedy. He followed that success with Mary Poppins and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, where he danced with a kind of joyful looseness that made him unmistakable. He has always been light on his feet, playful, and completely alive on camera. But what people don't always see is the discipline behind the smile, behind the dance routines, behind the energy. Dick Van Dyke has quietly become a symbol of healthy aging, a man who proves that movement, joy, and curiosity can carry you far past the limits society expects. If you've ever seen him appear suddenly on television, dancing with no warning, or singing along with a barbershop quartet like a man in his 20s, you already know his message. Keep moving. Keep smiling. Don't let age tell you what you can or cannot do. A big part of his longevity comes from the choices he makes about what he puts and doesn't put into his body. He has learned over decades that removing the wrong foods can help you stay clearer, lighter, and stronger as the years pass. He stays away from red meat, especially anything processed like bacon, deli meats, or sausages. Not because of trends, but because he knows those foods raise inflammation and stress the heart. By avoiding them, he keeps his blood vessels more flexible and reduces the risk of heart-related problems. Instead, he gives his body gentler, cleaner proteins that support long-term vitality. He also avoids salty foods. That means skipping most packaged snacks, sauces loaded with sodium, and overly seasoned restaurant meals. Excess salt raises blood pressure, strains the kidneys, and increases the risk of strokes. Dick prefers fresh, simple meals that let his body work with ease instead of fighting to keep balance. And one more thing sets him apart. He never became a drinker. Over decades, that choice protected his liver, kept his memory sharp, and allowed him to stay mentally present far into old age. Alcohol steals clarity and drains energy. Skipping it helped him stay bright, positive, and steady. Now, let's talk about the things he adds rather than avoids. He has a few longevity boosters he includes because they help his joints, his brain, and his mood. One of his favorites is turmeric. It's not just a seasoning, it's an anti-inflammatory powerhouse that supports the joints and reduces the wear and tear of daily life. He mixes it into tea, blends it into smoothies, and sprinkles it over vegetables. It's his way of keeping inflammation low and mental sharpness high. He also relies heavily on leafy greens, spinach, kale, Swiss chard. These are the foundation of his meals. They deliver vitamins that support bones, immunity, and healthy cells. Their fiber helps digestion stay smooth, and their antioxidants protect the body from internal damage that accelerates aging. And then there are blueberries. Small, simple, and incredibly powerful. They help memory, focus, recovery, and overall brain health. For Dick, they're more than a snack. They're part of his routine for staying mentally agile and physically energized. His meals follow a rhythm that nourishes him without ever weighing him down. In the morning, he starts with oatmeal filled with fruit and nuts. It gives slow, steady energy that keeps him fueled for his gym session. Fiber stabilizes the heart. Fruit brings vitamins. Nuts supply healthy fats that help his body keep moving. At lunch, he goes for fish rich in omega-3s. Salmon and sardines support memory, mood, and inflammation control. They also strengthen the brain and joints, allowing him to keep dancing, swimming, and exercising with ease. Dinner is simple, earthy, and nutrient-rich. Mushrooms often take center stage. They're loaded with antioxidants, support immune function, and help the body maintain balance. They deliver nourishment without heaviness, and that's essential for recovery and longevity. But his lifestyle is not just about food. Movement is his medicine. He goes to the gym 3 times a week. He swims, he walks, he does anything that keeps him in motion. Even at 99, he shows up because he knows that movement keeps the joints alive, the muscles responding, and the heart working smoothly. Water exercise helps his joints stay flexible. Light weight training keeps his muscles from fading. Walking strengthens his circulation and keeps his energy high. And then there's dancing. For Dyke Van Dyke, dancing isn't a hobby, it's life. It challenges the brain, improves balance, boosts mood, and keeps the spirit young. Rhythm sharpens the mind. Movement refreshes the body. Joy brightens everything. He once said he feels sorry for people who hate their work because he has always loved what he does. That love, joy, curiosity, laughter has carried him through a century of life, and that is one of his greatest secrets. But joyful mind is a powerful body. A curious spirit is a young spirit. A grateful heart slows aging more than any supplement ever could. Dyke Van Dyke is 99 years old, but he doesn't live like a man defined by numbers. He lives like someone who refuses to stop being alive. He keeps moving, he keeps laughing, he keeps learning, and he keeps choosing habits that make longevity feel natural, not forced. If you found this inspiring, there's good news. You can begin today. Move a little, laugh a little, eat clean, stay curious, build a life you enjoy. That is the lesson he gives all of us. Thank you for watching, and may your journey be long, joyful, and full of energy.